starts with breaking news.
Yes, the breaking news is out of Lawrence County. In the past 45 minutes, we learned the driver of a school van was killed in a crash.
A horrible crash. The last student was just dropped off moments before this wreck. The coroner told us the van collided with a big rig just before 11 on Portersville Road in Perry Township near Elwood City. And we just got this video in from the scene. You can see the front driver's side of that van terribly smashed in and mangled. The van is from the Mercer Area School District. There was also an aide on that bus. We're told that aide was not seriously hurt. Look for breaking details on this story throughout this newscast.
A live look now from our tower cam showing cloudy skies right now with a few rain showers developing later today.
Also, a winter weather advisory will kick in tonight for northern counties. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier is tracking the timing all this in Severe Weather Center 11.
So we have moisture coming in from the south later on today, guys, and the temperatures are really going to play a role in who sees what. Right now, I wanted to show you that our conditions are dry across the area with a live look at Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. We do have that cloudy skies Peggy and Gordon just showed you, and the temperatures are in the 30s, which we'll get to in just a second. So here's the moisture coming in from the south. It's all lifting in. You can see it through Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia. Temperatures right now ranging from 36 in Greensburg to 33 in Pittsburgh and 32 in Beaver. So when you have an air temperature that is at freezing or below and you get this rain overhead, that's freezing rain or ice, and that's what we're the most concerned with later on tonight for the areas here in purple, specifically along and north of the 422 corridor there, as well as the ridges and the mountains. So our winter weather advisory goes into effect 7 p.m. today to 7 a.m. Thursday for northern counties. It does go into effect sooner for the ridges here at 3 p.m. today. So coming up in my Severe Weather Team 11 forecast, I will show you those storm tracker maps. I'm going to let you know exactly the timing on when this wintry weather moves in. Still to come in our newscast.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Breaking right now, police just arrested 2 people for firing shots at officers in New Kensington. Law enforcement sources say the arrests were made at an apartment complex in Duquesne. This incident put an entire neighborhood on lockdown last night. You could see a back window of this white Dodge Caravan shot out. This is the undercover police car hit by that gunfire. We're told, fortunately, no officers were hurt or hit by the bullets. Police confirmed this car was being used for an undercover investigation when it was fired at several times. It's unclear exactly what led up to the shooting, but it prompted police to search that area with guns drawn, closing many roads. Last night's shooting just a couple of blocks away from where a police officer was killed nearly 3 years ago. New Kensington police officer Brian Shaw was shot and killed on Leishman Avenue during a traffic stop in 2017. A jury convicted Ramal Holt of his murder and sentenced him to death 2 days later.
One man is in jail accused of shooting another man to death in the front yard of a Clairton home. Police say Gerald Johnson stayed at the scene until police arrived. He was questioned for hours, then charged. We first followed the story as it was breaking yesterday at noon. Neighbors along Constitution Avenue told Channel 11 they heard 3 shots around 8 in the morning. Police say the accused gunman and the victim got into an argument before the shooting when the man who was shot found Johnson with a woman. Paying for protection, Governor Tom Wolf's latest budget proposal looks to change the fee that cities, towns, and townships pay for state police coverage. He says state police help everyone, and the cost should be shared by everyone. The proposal is not a flat fee or a sliding scale like in the past. It would be based on the number of calls, the population, income, and coverage area. Penn Live crunched the numbers. They estimate that a township like Hempfield would have to pay nearly $3.1 million per year under the proposal. Nearly 1,300 municipalities rely on state police protection. Some rural townships say they would have to raise taxes to afford it. We're looking more into the possible impact to local towns. That's coming up on Channel 11 News tonight at 5.
Flu cases are up again. There's a good chance you've had the virus or know someone who has. It is hitting our area hard, and there's something different about this flu season. Channel 11's Mike Holden joins us live to explain why. Mike?
Gordon, good afternoon to you. So local health experts say this season has kind of been all over the place in so many words. It peaked It went down, and now it appears at this point the numbers are climbing. So what is your best defense mechanism against getting the flu? Well, it's pretty simple when you break it all down. Obviously, the health experts say, 1, hit the hand sanitizer. 2, go for the soapy water. Make sure you wipe off. And on top of that, number 3, sanitizing your workspace or any other surfaces to prevent the spread of illness. Then you factor in the flu shot. Well, they say that can make a huge difference. But I want to show you this video right now and walk you through the information we have at this afternoon hour. It really kind of seems like everyone is walking around sick at this point. Sneezing, sniffling, coughing. You can't get out of bed. You're not feeling great. Well, they're the symptoms we dread year after year. Right now, we're in the heart of flu season. Channel 11 told you last week 2 people died from flu-related complications in Allegheny County. Both were in their 30s and had underlying health issues. That brings the total here to 5 flu deaths. And according to the State Department of Health, cases of flu are up 24%. At the end of last week, there were 40 total flu deaths. 29 of those deaths were people 65 and older. So far, though, no deaths have been reported in people who are 18 or younger. Statewide hospitalizations have also jumped by 20%. Now, we spoke with infectious disease doctors at UPMC, and they say flu season is not over just yet.
This season we've seen a spike, and it started to drop off, and we're seeing a second spike again. It's almost impossible to predict what the next few weeks will show.
I know that everybody in my dorm is sick. You know, it's just like when one person catches it, everybody catches it.
All right, so your best measure, regardless of all of that information and the sanitizing, health experts say get the flu shot, even though it seems like it is very late into the season. But that's not the end of this story. Coming up on Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock, we're working to get new numbers from the Allegheny County Health Department, plus talking to additional health officials. So look for the latest starting at 5. Reporting live this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
The number of deaths linked to the coronavirus continues to climb. 490 people have died from the virus. That's 65 more than at this time yesterday. More than 24,000 people had the virus worldwide. That includes 11 confirmed cases in the U.S. To stop the spread here in the States, the FDA has issued an emergency authorization for a coronavirus test. Qualified labs can now use a test developed by the CDC. Before this, only that agency could use it. The test uses nasal or oral swabs to detect the virus, but it is not 100% accurate. The CDC had 260 patients under observation for the virus as of Monday. The Department of Health and Human Services declared the coronavirus a public health emergency last week.
A McKees Rock's mother is in jail after her young child tested positive for THC and cocaine. Police say Darlena Johnson changed her story about how her son may have ended up with the drugs in his system. That child was taken to Children's Hospital to undergo a drug screening. Johnson said she bought him a gummy worm at a gas station, but later changed her story, saying she bought it off the street. Police have not said how the drugs got into the boy's system.
It's probably an edible, you know, and she just leaves it laying around, and the kids don't know. That's horrible.
Johnson was charged with endangering the welfare of her son. And a Westmoreland County mother facing charges after police say she overdosed in front of her child. According to our partners at the Trib, Emily Stout was found unresponsive Saturday at the Relax Inn in Rostraver. Her 1-year-old son was in the room. Investigators say Stout later admitted she drank alcohol, smoked marijuana, and took an unknown substance while caring for her child.
Tense moments during the State of the Union address. These are 2 of the most memorable. On the left, you can see the president did not shake House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's hand after giving her a copy of his speech before the address. On the right side, Pelosi ripping up the president's speech when he was finished talking. And after months of investigation and debate, the impeachment trial of President Trump will come to an end today. The Senate will vote this afternoon on the 2 articles of impeachment. NBC's Chris Pallone has the latest.
One nation under God.
In the Senate, the last few floor speeches as the constitutional crisis that gripped the nation for months winds to an inevitable conclusion, the acquittal of President Trump.
Party loyalty over country has infected this chamber.
As this day began in Washington, the buzz was not about impeachment, but of President Trump's 3rd State of the Union address.
It was undignified, it was highly partisan, and in too many places just untruthful.
A made-for-TV event that perfectly reflected the acrimony of a divided Congress and nation. It started with an unmet handshake and ended with a disdainful rip. In between, shout-outs and giveaways that only a former reality TV show host could conjure.
You will soon be heading to the school of your choice.
Awarding a scholarship to a student seated in the gallery, reuniting a military family with their deployed husband and father, and honoring talk radio host Rush Limbaugh with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. After her very public display of displeasure, Speaker Nancy Pelosi called the address a manifesto of mistruths.
It was the courteous thing to do, considering the alternative.
The president spent the morning retweeting supporters slamming the rips seen around the world. Against that backdrop, the Senate gathers for its final judgment on President Trump. The only real drama waiting to see which senators buck their party and risk angering voters or the president. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
2 days later, we still do not have all of the results of the Iowa caucus. As you have likely heard, there were inconsistencies from a voting app. Partial results were released yesterday, but results from 29% of the precincts are still not in. But here's where it stands now. Pete Buttigieg leading the pack, followed closely by Senator Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren third, and a disappointing fourth place for former Vice President Joe Biden. The candidates are now focusing on the New Hampshire area, where the primary there is on Tuesday.
The unemployment rate in our 7-county region rose slightly in December. It's now at 4.5%, about 0.2 of a point higher than the month before. That's the highest it's been since April of 2018. Allegheny County had the lowest rate at 4.5%, Westmoreland was 5%, and Fayette County had the highest unemployment rate at 6.9%. Major cuts for Macy's, and it is changing the way it does business. The department store announced it will close 125 stores and slash 2,000 corporate jobs. They didn't say which stores would close, but they plan to leave weaker shopping malls. Instead, they'll shift their focus to opening smaller stores in strip malls.
They're celebrating in Kansas City, Missouri right now. This is a live look at the Chiefs Super Bowl victory parade. No count yet, but 1 million people were expected to crowd downtown KC. Before the parade got started, though, there were some tense moments. Check this out, a slow-speed police chase down the parade route, which was already lined with fans there to celebrate the Chiefs Super Bowl win. The driver plowed through a barricade and down the parade route. Deputies used stop sticks, but the car continued and was actually headed for a crowd when officers used a pit maneuver to stop the car. 2 people were taken into custody. Luckily, no injuries reported.
The next thing I hear, boom, I thought it's bombing somewhere.
A car slammed through a family's garage. How a couple of inches may have saved a life.
The kids are too busy worrying about watching for roaches and bed bugs than they are learning.
Parents and students afraid to voice concerns about bed bugs in school. The punishment for speaking out, they say, goes too far.
Plus, I'll show you that timing of the rain and the wintry mix that's moving into the area tonight.
And a school bus goes up on 2 wheels and flips. With more than a dozen students on board, a closer look at this school bus scare coming up.
Going to find anything else like the breaking news desk in Pittsburgh. You're going to get breaking news as it's happening.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
That is a resource no one else has. So if you see me on the breaking news desk, you
WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Check out the intense, action-packed world of esports. Top plays and interviews on Esports Weekly, Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI Now. The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Chapter 11 up live over an apartment complex in Duquesne where police just arrested 2 people for firing shots at officers in New Kensington. Police just left this scene here. You can still see a crowd gathered there on the ground. This incident put an entire neighborhood on lockdown last night. You can see the back window shot out of this white Dodge Caravan. This was an undercover police car that was hit by gunfire. No officers were hurt or hit by the bullets. We're working to learn new information about the men that were just arrested. Look for developing details tonight at 5.
If we don't stay quiet, we are going to get suspended.
Actually, a student was suspended from school for voicing concerns about bed bugs. South Allegheny sent a letter to parents, this one after finding the pests last week. It says students who take pictures or video of the bed bugs can be disciplined. Channel 11's Melanie Gillespie spoke to students and to parents about the discipline that some say goes too far.
Students want to learn. They actually want to learn, and this is holding them back.
Some students and parents of South Allegheny School District say they're afraid to speak out about health issues like bed bugs recently found in school after they say a student's claim got him kicked out of the classroom for the rest of the week.
And I'm hearing that if we don't stay quiet, we are going to get suspended.
Even parents too afraid to go on camera tell us they're being told to stay silent by school staff.
Every time someone posts something on Facebook and they get notified of our names, they call us. And it's like we have to hush, or we fear our children are going to be suspended because of our putting our opinions out on Facebook.
Well, this backlash from students and parents all started with a cell phone. A student posted this video onto social media claiming it was another bed bug found in school. He says him speaking out got him suspended. The school district sent out this letter last week after one bed bug was found, prompting an early dismissal and remediation efforts on Tuesday. The superintendent said in last week's letter, any student who takes videos or pictures and doesn't report it first could face disciplinary action. The student told Channel 11 the school office was notified before the video was posted. The district did say the pesticide treatments can last more than 2 months, ensuring any additional bed bugs would not survive. But parents feel their concerns should still be heard.
I feel like they want to cover it up, is what I feel like. And I know there are a lot of parents that feel that way.
The kids are too busy worrying about watching for roaches and bed bugs than they are learning because they can't focus, and it's just not fair to their education.
Melanie Gillespie, Channel 11 News.
And Melanie showed that video to an exterminator. He said because of the quality of the video, he really couldn't determine if it was a bed bug or not. South Allegheny is at least the 7th district in our area to report bed bugs so far this school year.
Would you want to know about the illnesses floating around your child's classroom? One school in West Virginia can now do that. An elementary school in Moundsville just started using Kinza smart thermometers. They test kids' symptoms and then upload the information anonymously to an app. The school nurse can also use the app to send alerts to parents, and the app gives parents advice on how to stop the spread of germs. We have new information on how 2 dogs are doing after a man doused them with Drano. Veterinarians say they're some of the worst injuries they've ever seen. The dogs were brought to Pittsburgh from Meadville. According to the Anna Shelter in Erie County, owner Terry Payne didn't clean off the Drano that got on the animals, so the chemicals burned through their fur for weeks.
These dogs are just innocent bystanders of something that happened to them, so I think it's our duty to take care of them.
Payne is charged with 2 counts of animal cruelty and neglect. He faces up to a year in jail if convicted.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. Taking a live look over the city, and it's just another overcast day for us. 33 degrees is the air temperature right now. We do have a bit of a wind chill. If you're heading out, you'll need the coat. North wind is blowing at 7 miles per hour. Take a look at the temperature for today. This will be in the afternoon, 37 degrees. A little bit of a breeze developing by late day. Those winds may pick up and be as high as anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles per hour. We're also going to be tracking that rain that's going to be moving in then later this evening, so if you're heading out around dinner time, let's say anywhere from 6 to 7 o'clock or so, I would have your umbrella with you as we do track some rain. Here's a look at our temperature forecast. This is going to be an unusual night for us because the temperatures are actually going to be rising gradually through the overnight period. So while we'll be at 37 at 4, 38 at 8 p.m. and then overnight we're going to see that rise into the 40s across a good part of the area. A lot of these numbers you're seeing are going to be the late evening high temperatures, and then they're going to be climbing during the overnight. But here's why we're concerned. There are going to be some spots that hover very close to freezing tonight, and when that rain hits a surface that is at or below freezing, that's what we call freezing rain or ice. So we are looking at especially elevated surfaces, any untreated surfaces getting slick tonight where the wintry mix occurs. Here's Storm Tracker. 6:30 here this evening. You can see those showers down to our south will gradually push up toward the north. This is 9:30. It's rain in Pittsburgh and Butler and Beaver and Katanning. There will be a fine line of where this freezing rain and even some sleet or ice pellets will occur. Right now it looks like around Route 422 points to the north, having the greater chance of seeing that wintry mix. I don't want to entirely exclude, let's say, northern Armstrong County, northeastern Indiana County, northern Lawrence County. Even in the ridges and mountains, where we have that advisory area, that's where we're looking at the greater threat of any ice. I do think it's going to be primarily rain for us here across Pittsburgh, points to the south. 4 a.m. temperatures have warmed well above freezing at this point. So for your commute tomorrow morning, it's rain. Have your raincoat with you. Scattered showers will be across the area here and there throughout the day on Thursday as I animate the clock. By 3 p.m., we're still seeing some showers out there. I don't want to entirely rule out a rumble of thunder late tonight into tomorrow as well, but we're not expecting any severe thunderstorms by any means. Here's a look at the ice accumulation forecast. I didn't put the numbers on it because I wanted to show you the contours themselves alone. Areas in pink, and I still think that could stretch all across the winter weather advisory areas, north and in the ridges and mountains, having the potential from a glaze to about 1/10 of an inch of ice. So if you're traveling, you want to be especially cautious later on tonight. That advisory, again, northern counties starts at 7 p.m. And if you do encounter any of that freezing rain, it can also lead to some sporadic power outages as well as it accumulates on power lines. Temperature forecast tomorrow. Model data has been all over the place for the Pittsburgh area, and it could be boom or bust, meaning we could be in the lower 40s tomorrow afternoon, but there have been some models that have also showed the lower 50s. It's really going to depend on where the warm front sets up. We will continue to track that for you. Friday into the weekend, more unsettled weather. I want to show you a closer look at that snow moving in for Friday and how much we're looking to see. I'll do that coming up in the next half hour.
Thanks, Danielle. Brick roads are bumpy and you have to drive really slow on them, but
5 or 10 years from now, who knows how many more we will have lost.
Why some folks in a local neighborhood want to save their brick streets.
First, a school bus scare caught on camera. Take a look at this. What caused the driver to lose control with kids on board?
Breaking News Desk is really an invaluable tool.
You're going to get breaking news as it's happening. You can be assured that everything I tell you is something that's important that's going to impact your day.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
I know the neighborhoods, I know the school districts, and that really helps to inform you so that you know if something is going to impact your family.
As soon as she gets that information, the Breaking News Desk is able to go on air, bring that information to you and share it.
That is a resource no one else has. If you see me on the Breaking News Desk, you
followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
People in Mount Lebanon are working to save a piece of history that runs through their community. It's their brick streets. There are more than 5 dozen brick-lined streets in the township. Last year, one of the brick streets had to be replaced because of stormwater damage, and the township made plans to remove more as they upgrade the roads. But the Mount Lebanon Historic Preservation Board says there's no need.
Instead of waiting for a street to get to the end of its useful life, that we're actually doing some maintenance work so that we're repairing it, patching it, etc., just to make sure it lasts longer.
The board says that it's working on a plan to preserve as many brick streets as possible.
Security cameras caught a scary school bus crash just outside of Cincinnati. Watch as this bus skids along on just 2 wheels before flipping onto its side. It ends up blocking the road. 13 students were on the bus at the time. Police think the driver hit the ditch then and overcorrected. 2 students were hurt, but we're told they will be okay.
Hackers spying on people through doorbell cameras. There have been some eye-opening stories about this. The new level of protection for Amazon Ring owners.
And I let you know about that wintry mix that's coming in tonight. Coming up, I want to look ahead to Friday and the potential for some accumulating snowfall.
News is happening near you. Channel 11 is there.
We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
Downtown, Mount Oliver, East Liberty. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11.
WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Complete the most popular home improvement projects, including the kitchen sink, yourself. Watch Ron Hazelton's House Calls, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on WPXI Now. Watch The Wendy Williams Show, weekdays at 11 on Channel 11.
So cloudy right now. A lot colder. A few rain showers developing later today.
And looking ahead to Friday, we might see enough snow that we could see some accumulation. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking the timing of all of that in Severe Weather Center 11.
Yeah, Gordon, Peggy, so we're always looking ahead now. So we've got wintry mix tonight, more on the way as we head into Thursday night and Friday, everyone. So I wanted to get you caught up with this forecast as well. 10 p.m. Thursday, you can see that rain pretty widespread across the area. At this point, it is rain because the temperatures are well above freezing. We could even see some pockets of moderate rain. Then we get another cold front that comes in here by early Friday, and all of this is going to start changing over to snow. This is 10:30 a.m. Friday. Snow, Newcastle, Beaver, Butler, Pittsburgh, Katanning. Rain, though, still for our eastern counties, but that will gradually change as colder air continues to work its way in from the north. This is a look at our European weather model. It's been handling the snow pretty well for us lately, and it shows the potential. Now, this is an early look. We're still a couple of days away from Friday, but by Friday night, we could see a widespread 1 to 3 inches of snow across the area. You're noticing this darker blue shaded color. That's where we could be up above 3 inches in those higher elevations of the ridges, down in the mountains as well. So definitely you want to stay tuned to this forecast. Speaking of snow, do you remember Armageddon or Snowmageddon? Snowmageddon, I guess, is what we should call it. That's because we had so much snow 10 years ago today. We'll take a closer look at that coming up in about 15 to 20 minutes, guys.
Oh, I remember. A reign of terror has come to an end in one Pittsburgh neighborhood, bringing relief to homeowners who were the targets of home invasions and burglaries.
Channel 11's Amy Hudak spoke with one of the victims and learned the suspect has now been arrested 17 times.
And he came in the back bedroom window, and I noticed like the curtain was down and it just didn't look right.
Karen Barker is one of a half a dozen victims burglarized in the span of a month in the Summerhill section of the city.
Once I started walking from room to room, he just rummaged through. I had, a couple things of jewelry sitting around. It means you feel violated. You don't feel safe in your own home.
Police say Joseph Furterbar prowled in the middle of the day, preying on his own neighbors. They say he terrorized this community. These are 5 of the recent homes police say Furterbar hit in the middle of the day, all in walking distance to each other.
He was hitting all of the neighbors. The plan behind here, he was in Ross Township, he was in Reserve.
In December, 3 homes were burglarized a day apart. There was a quick break around Christmas, and police say Furterbar was back at it at the end of the month into the new year. Since his arrest, police say all burglaries and car break-ins in the Summerhill neighborhood have stopped. Police say Furterbar would steal entire safes from homes, thousands in cash, even more in jewelry. He even left with prescriptions and passports.
He literally, took the dust ruffle, tried to pull it off of my bed, thinking that there was money under my mattress. I'm like, who does that?
Police say a break in the case came from something they found outside of a home he hit. A shoe print in the snow. Police compared the picture of that shoe print from the scene with the tread on Furterbar's boot. They say it was a perfect match. Neighbors say they now have peace of mind knowing this serial burglar is locked up.
I've lived here for 38 years. I've never had any problems with anything. But now that, that he's caught, I'm relieved.
As Amy Hudak reporting, Joseph Furterbar will be back in court facing a judge for his 17th arrest next month.
A man wanted in Plumboro is now in custody. He was caught in West Virginia. Garau Cabrera was arrested yesterday in Morgantown. Police in Plum say he showed sexual images to a 13-year-old. He is being held in jail until he can be extradited back to Allegheny County.
Allegheny County Council is still looking for input on a county-wide police review board. Our partners at the Trib report the first of several public meetings of the topic are planned for February 19th at Duquesne City Hall. Channel 11 has told you Council voted down a plan to create the board last summer. The 9-member board would review complaints of alleged misconduct by Allegheny County law enforcement. Do you have one of those doorbell cameras and are afraid of getting hacked? Well, there's now a new level of protection for Amazon Ring owners. The company is offering an in-app privacy dashboard. It basically changes the settings so no one has access except you. The upgrade comes after several incidents of hackers watching people through the cameras. But there are also concerns that the company may be sharing videos with police without your okay. Ring has partnered with at least 2 local police departments in Kessel, Shandon, and Baldwin. We were the first to tell you about this last year. Officers say they will always ask first to see that video.
Continuing Vision 2020 coverage 2 days later, and we still do not have all the results of the Iowa caucus. Results from 29% of the precincts are still not in. And here's where it stands right now. Pete Buttigieg leading the pack, followed closely by Senator Bernie Sanders. At the center of the chaos was an app designed to deliver results faster and more efficiently, but that malfunctioned. Reporter Alex Marquardt explains what went wrong.
Excitement and expectations for the first-in-the-nation caucus quickly flaming out as concerns grew over no results.
What's taking so long?
The prime suspect, the new app, in its first big rollout by the Iowa Democratic Party, designed to make reporting caucus results fast and seamless. It was anything but.
Some of them couldn't install it. Some of them could not bring it up and use it. I didn't hear about anyone else having the keyboard issue I had, but there were a variety of other issues.
The chairpeople in charge of the caucuses loaded the seemingly simple app onto their personal cell phones. It was supposed to tabulate voters and delegates for each candidate. One county chairman told CNN there were problems already last week as they got ready. Some caucus chairs said they were confused. Others reported errors and being unable to report the results.
I would give everybody an A for the idea. I would give them a failing grade for implementation. When you see things like that, that tells you it's a systemic failure, and you can't just blame it on the app.
Precinct captains flooded the phone lines. Many left on endless holds on the overloaded backup phone system, often giving up.
We have been working day and night to make sure that these results are accurate. The one thing I will say is that the underlying data, the raw data, is secure. It was always secure. This was a coding error in one of the pieces on the back end, but the raw data, the data that has come in, is secure.
The company behind the app, called Shadow, apologized on Twitter, saying, "We sincerely regret the delay in the reporting of the results of last night's Iowa caucuses and the uncertainty it has caused to the candidates, their campaigns, and Democratic caucus goers." State and federal officials insist there was no foul play, no hacking involved. But the Department of Homeland Security, which plays a crucial role in securing the presidential election, says Iowa Democrats didn't take them up on an offer to test the app for flaws.
So our Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency has offered to test that app from a hacking perspective. They declined, and so we're seeing a couple of issues with it. I would say right now we don't see any malicious cyber activity going on.
Acting Homeland Security Chief Chad Wolf called it stress or load issue on the app as well as a reporting issue. Many chairpersons resorted to calling and waiting over an hour to report.
55,000 letters show up at the post office, all for one family.
You've got too much mail to walk through the front door.
The computer glitch that led to stacks of mail.
And how police say a local restaurant worker stole $50,000 from the business.
I like people to be honest, not stupid.
Nobody brings the truth to life.
Is that what you want me to believe?
Nobody can read between the lies.
I'm 5'9", and I have a body like Christy Brinkley. Do you believe that?
Like Judge Judy.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You stole a little money. You wanted a big red truck. Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck. I still love this job.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11. happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
The manager of a fast food restaurant in Butler County is accused of using her position to steal $50,000 from the business. Michelle Kruwinski was a manager at the Long John Silver's in Butler. Police say she hired her boyfriend, who was actually in prison. Paychecks were even sent to him, even though he never stepped foot in the restaurant. Channel 11 has learned Kruwinski was in charge of multiple locations, and police in Rochester are investigating her for the same thing. Her boyfriend will face charges as well.
A computer glitch is to blame for overwhelming an Ohio man with thousands of letters, 55,000 letters from a student loan company, and the letters are all the same.
Dee and I were shocked. We were like, are you kidding me? Who makes that kind of mistake?
The Twinsburg man knew there was a problem right away when the clerk at the postal counter told him he had so much mail he had to go around back. Postal workers wheeled out 2 massive carts full of trays of mail, 55,000 statements, all from the same company regarding his daughter's student loan. The company told him it was a glitch in their system, and they apologized.
A car on a destructive drive slammed through a family's garage.
The next thing I hear, boom, you know, I thought it's bomb somewhere.
How a couple of inches may have saved a life.
Plus, we'll take one last look at the timing for the rain and wintry mix tonight, and we'll look ahead to Snowmageddon from 10 years ago.
Nobody can read between the lies.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You stole a little money. You wanted a big red truck.
Like Judge Judy.
Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11. WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Corruption, fraud, scandal. Veteran reporter Brian Ross shines a light on accused criminals. Brian Ross investigates, Friday at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI Now.
Be prepared during severe weather.
Count on Channel 11 Morning News.
Even you live in your own house, you never know when you're going to die, you know. But thank God my mom and me are okay.
A Charleroi woman talking about her mother's close call after a car crashed through their garage. Channel 11's Ryan Houston walks us through the damage and shows us just how close that car came from going into their kitchen.
I called 911. I'm so scared. I don't know what to do.
Nim Mayhew was in the kitchen with her elderly mother when she heard what sounded like an explosion outside Monday night. These pictures from the Charleroi Fire Department show a glimpse of what she saw.
When I come out, and this car over there, And the 3 guy tried to run away.
She says 3 people in a car jumped the curb, hit her fence, then her car, and nearly destroyed the garage. You can see the damage caused once the car hit the garage, but if we zoom all the way out and level the tripod, you can see just how off-center this part of the garage still is.
But thank God my mom and me okay.
Supposedly the 3 people inside took off out of the vehicle. 1 ran down into a yard, and when we got on scene, we found out the person had a broken leg.
Charleroi Fire Chief Robert Whiten Jr. says 1 person was airlifted to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. But for Mayhew, all this damage outside is also affecting her emotionally.
I cannot sleep because I'm afraid, you know. Even you live in your own house, you never know when you're going to die, you know. But thank God my mom and me okay.
Ryan Houston, Channel 11 News.
A change of location for a mobile farmers market. The Green Grocer is now making stops at the site of the former Shop and Save in the Hill District. They used to stop at the YMCA weekly, but the hilly terrain made it hard for families to get there.
Today was a great market. I mean, a lot of people came down to check out and see what we were doing. We handed out our flyer, and people seemed excited that we would be there.
Green Grocer makes weekly stops in 17 neighborhoods that don't have access to fresh, affordable food. If you missed it today, you can catch them every Tuesday in the Hill District from 11:30 to 12:30. The IGA SureSave in Bloomfield has been sold. Our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times learned the Bloomfield Bridge Associates paid nearly $6 million for the store. It sits on nearly 2 acres of land and will remain open for now.
For better, for worse, richer or poorer, a new survey shows 44% of Americans admit to keeping some bank accounts or lines of credit a secret from their significant other. According to creditcards.com, more than a third surveyed say they do it to maintain control of their own finances. The survey shows men are a bit more likely than women to admit to financial infidelity.
Don't tell my wife. Pirate spring training is just around the corner. This week, the clubhouse staff loaded up the team's equipment truck and hit the road from Bradenton, Florida. Pitchers and catchers report next week. The full team will start to practice in 2 weeks.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Back with a check of our visible satellite, which shows us the clouds from up above in space. Our instruments there. You can see the clouds all across the area. It's going to be another gloomy day, unfortunately, for us. It's also a colder day. If you're heading out, you'll need the coat. It's 33 in Pittsburgh and in Butler, 36 in Greensburg, and 35 in Washington. Actually closer, the mid-30s, to where we should be for this time of year. That winter weather advisory does go into effect for the ridges of Westmoreland and Fayette counties at 3 p.m. today, continues until 7 a.m. Thursday. 7 p.m. today until 7 a.m. Thursday for places like Newcastle, Butler, Katanning, Indiana, Clarion, Franklin, basically well north and east of the city of Pittsburgh. Temperature forecast for today, looking at upper 30s this afternoon, and if you're heading out around dinner time, temperatures will steadily climb through the late night hours, so about upper 30s still, but 38, 39 degrees by 8, 10 o'clock tonight. It's going to be all rain for us here across the Pittsburgh area. You can see here at 5 o'clock on our storm tracker maps, it's still cloudy. Showers will gradually work their way in from the south. You're going to want your umbrella if you're heading out around dinner time, because this rain will gradually spread in from the south. So Washington to Pittsburgh, some rain. This is our latest update we have on our model data here. Areas in yellow represent where we're going to be tracking pockets of moderate rain. Notice the areas in purple here through parts of the ridges in the mountains. Also here far north along the I-80 corridor. This is where we'll have that greater threat, that is, of that wintry mix. It could be freezing rain and sleet. I still think we could see some wintry mix in places like Beaver and Butler and Katanning and Newcastle and points to the north. Indiana, you're also in a threat for a little bit of sleet, maybe a little bit of freezing rain mixed in, especially as you travel northeast out of Indiana. Temperatures will warm, as I mentioned, overnight tonight, and as that happens, the majority of everything that's out there for the morning commute will be in the form of rain. I think the exception would be maybe those higher elevations in the mountains where any residual moisture, albeit light in intensity at that point, could be in the form of that wintry mix. But for Beaver and Pittsburgh, Greensburg, Butler, near Katanning, it is rain for us at that point. When you're heading out, temperatures will be above freezing, so we shouldn't have any concern for ice. overall, we're looking at a potential of glaze to about 1/10 of an inch in those advisory areas. Showers will continue on and off throughout the day. Some pockets of moderate to heavy rain even, and I don't want to entirely rule out a rumble of thunder as this weather system passes, so from tonight into tomorrow. And you'll notice our travel impacts are going to be those icy roads. That's what we're the most concerned with in those advisory areas. Do be advised if you're traveling, just take it easy out there. Any untreated surfaces could very well get slick. Here's a look back to Snowmageddon. Look at this. I promised you a look. The 5th and the 6th of 10 years ago, 21.9 inches. This winter, 12.7. We haven't had a whole lot of snow. And actually, Snowmageddon ranking up here with some of the biggest snowstorms on record. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. The 4th snowiest storm for us here with that 21.9 inches. You might even remember the superstorm of 93 was fitting in there at number 3. So I'd like to hear from you. You can chime in on my social media pages. What were you doing? What do you remember? Send me your pictures. I love to see them. Here's 5-day forecast. More snow coming in for Friday, guys. A few flurries around Saturday. Check back with Severe Weather Team 11 tonight at 5 for more updates to the weather.
Breaking right now, 2 more people have died from the flu in Allegheny County. That brings the total to 7 deaths so far this flu season. And one of the latest victims was someone in their 40s. The health department is still working to learn if either victim had an underlying medical condition. You can count on Channel 11 for updates on this breaking story tonight starting at 5. Well, Danielle just mentioned we haven't had that much snow this winter, but we have had plenty of gloomy days, and that could lead to seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. It's a type of depression that changes with the seasons. With the limited amount of sunshine this time of year, seasonal affective disorder can become more prominent.
And the biggest indicator that it's causing an issue is if it starts impacting your functioning, right? So you're starting to miss school, you're starting to miss work, you're canceling plans with friends.
If you start to notice these symptoms playing a role in your life, it's important to seek help. Taking a midwinter vacation to someplace sunny can help, almost like light therapy.
In just a few short years, Picklesburgh has become one of the biggest festivals of the summer.
And people across the country are taking notice now how you can help the festival get a #1 ranking. In Severe Weather Center 11, we cover weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right. We know the weather patterns across our neighborhoods and understand the unique influences on your area.
It's why there can be heavy downpours in northern Allegheny County.
While it's dry in Greensburg and snow is moving into Irwin.
Our priority is to prepare you for the weather in your neighborhood.
Count on Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News.
Tracking storms where you live.
between the lines like Judge Judy.
A man in Berlin is tricking Google Maps into showing traffic jams where there aren't any. The digital artist can often be seen pulling a small red wagon around Berlin. Inside are 100 active cell phones. He calls it an artistic performance. It shows us how Google Maps really works. It shows maps turning red for traffic jams on streets where there is no traffic, only the signals of the phones indicating there are 100 people in a small area.
A popular Pittsburgh festival has been nominated as one of the best in the country. Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership says Picklesburgh is a nominee for the Best Specialty Food Festival. And right now, Picklesburgh is in first place in the online poll. We have a link for you to vote. That's in our story that is in our app right now. You can check it out and vote.
Go Picklesburgh.
Yeah.
We're rooting for you. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Snow falls, we use the area's most powerful tools to keep you prepared.
The most extensive school closings, always scrolling.